if one of the normal permissions doesn't work, just ping me in general or something, because I did change them. Yep, alright, that's fine. And we know Bob's not muted. That is. I don't know if that counts as a graphic image, Mr. Trent. Yeah, 50. Give me one more second. Alright. It's the typical group. So Bob, you showed us that leg press rowing machine. How was that today? Welcome, Eddie. Welcome, Ashley. This could be a short one unless you guys have any direct questions. Keep looking at that picture, Mr. Trent. It was very interesting to use. Take a little practice if you wanted to use it regularly. Yeah, so can you explain? Oh, are you able to talk right now in chat? Like voice? If not, no pressure. But I'd like to hear more about it. So is it a rower and a leg press combined? So you're just resisting on the pushing part as well as the pulling? Okay, yeah, if you can't join voice, it's fine. Oh, cool. Alright, let's take a look at this thing. So where is it getting the resistance? That's my next question. Because I see you sent another picture earlier. It had like a 394 or something on the press. Fan. Okay, so the fan is providing the push resistance. Very cool. Yeah, that picture. Set max 397. Pretty cool. And how challenging was that? very challenging though. I had the leg press set to 10, even at 1, the chest press and oh, that's super cool. So it's like you can almost do like a full body workout then with that, right? Was that Spoon? I have not talked to Spoon in a very long time. Hey Spoon, how you doing? Hope everything is well with the injury and the PT stuff. When's the last time we talked? You were pursuing your certs. Yeah, if you want to chat. Hey, what's up, TZ? If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in there. Spoon, you're welcome to jump in the voice. I just gotta sign into this thing real quick. So TZ, if it's your first time, general Q&A, you got any questions, throw them in there, dissect them however you want. And I just gotta type this password in and we'll be good. Appreciate that, dude. Anytime. That's what it's all about. What is the normal length for a cut? You could do goal weight or body weight minus goal weight. Take whatever that positive difference is. That's how many weeks you should be cutting. And then if you want to add maintenance weeks, you can. So if you're trying to lose more than 10% of your body mass in one go, it's recommended that you take some diet breaks in there. The general rule of thumb, a pound a week or half a kg a week. What's up, Tricks? We're pretty good, man. Oh, well, I just missed Mr. Trend saying last workout went ass. Not sure if it's been causing, but one of those sessions where I was hitting like half reps than usual the same body. When was your last deload? Or yeah, you are cutting. You could have just had an off day. That's for you, Mr. Trend. But more importantly, Tricks, how are you? It's the real question. Docs. Always on top there. You don't do many deloads, but 1 day off. 1 day on split usually. Yeah, that's true. That you should be fine on paper. Unless you're doing some crazy volume. Or, you know, diet, sleep, hydration. They can all play factors. If you stop taking caffeine. Tricks is doing good. Went on college. Back, 8. Damn, that sounds like a pretty dope day. I'm not gonna lie. after college it'd be like that. Sometimes you just need to chill. This is Mechagodzilla. And then there's like a panel of it. Pretty dope shirt. Got it at Hot Topic. It's like where I get all my gym shirts, just graphic tees. Oh shit, 4-man kick out. I had a little brawl. Yeah, hopefully you can just ice it, take an extra rest day maybe. Anytime your joints get messed up, man, it could just snowball. Yeah, the art style of Afro Samurai is kind of weird, but I think music dope. It's kind of cartoonish, 'cause I believe it's American. Um, yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, it does feel a little cartoonish, but at the same time, it's pretty quick. Dope story. It's like 6 episodes or something. Welcome those that join. If you have any questions, oh hey Tank, been a while. If you have any questions, throw them in chat. Yeah, it's super short. Yeah, if you can, Mr. Tran, just get more sleep too. There's a possibility you're just like, I don't know how long it's been going on, but you could be getting sick as well. Yeah, solo leveling, super dope. I just watched the recent episode again last night. Dude, I know the next episode. No spoilers. Don't put any spoilers there. But yeah, it's definitely gonna be fucking awesome. Yeah, solo leveling is up there, man. Also, hopefully my voice is coming out okay. Got a new mic. This white one was dog water. The other one was 2 cents. And IJVW, yeah, so 0.5 kg a week since you're in non-freedom units. 1600 is pretty low. So if you're, I don't know if you're here last Monday or Saturday. But basically, if your deficit is below your BMR or just kind of low in general, then you're going to want to just increase your activity a little bit. So some low impact cardio. Oh, there you got one too. Let's take a crack at your root. That's with 2 runs a week? Yeah, I think that would be a little low. Mr. Tran, I'm gonna look at this report. Whenever it downloads. Is this the download? It looked like a... Oh, there we go. That's why. Yeah, I'll screen share. Oh, you're saying screenshot. That's fine too. Let's take a look and break this down together. got your name in there. Oops. So these, for those that don't know, oops, pretty cool. Um, they're these little watches. Actually, they're anything but a watch. They're these little monitors you wear on your wrist or another part of your body. And they track just about everything except the time. And they just recently started with steps. But they give you some pretty cool metrics. So we can see his resting heart rate. It's in the 50s, which means he's extremely fit, not just by looks, but cardiovascularly. Sleep duration, he gets some pretty good sleep, although based on having my Whoop, I know that when on lifting days, it should be closer to 9. I'm not saying I get 9, but that's generally its recommended activity. This, not too worried about, because, if you don't track your cardio, that's fine too. Respiratory rate, pretty normal. I don't know what the hell happened here, but maybe you're sick. Resting heart rate, same deal. This could be like, days you go out, whatever. Same as sleep. Sleep's pretty average, 7. Again, 7 to 9 is fine. These things are awesome though. Dude, they really are. It was able. I knew I was sick before I was sick a couple times just because of the metrics. Like you wake up with a really low HRV, heart rate variance, and it is expensive, but it does allow you to get insights. So if you buy the watch, you get your first year free for the subscription, and then it's like $30 a month. Um, I had a similar opinion. Like yeah, it's expensive, $30 a month, but at the same time, it all depends, like how much. Yeah, if you're using it every day, and how much you really want to be on top of your fitness. Taking a look at what Trick sent, calorie counter. Yeah, half kg. Well, to be fair, you do have to account for the fact that she is like a woman. Women's BMR is lower in the actual calculation. Um, it's like a factor. Yeah, actually, here. Let me take a screenshot real quick. I'm gonna throw it in chat in a sec. So if we look at it like this, in the actual calculation, so if we say a 1400 BMR, that is actually pretty common for women because the whole calculation's off, based off of gender. So that's why biological gender is pretty important when coming to this calculation. Also, age is a big factor. It's like someone who's super old or a little younger. Yeah, I mean, I still think it's low. Yeah, I agree. I mean, and who doesn't want to eat more? So, so IJVW, what you want to do instead, use that as a reference range. Start with X amount of calories, and then go from there. So try 2,000 or 1,800, or just a little less of what you're eating now, and then increment if progress isn't as quick as you want. Yeah, and Mr. Cheng, great point. $1 a day. It's kind of worth. I don't know about you guys, but right now here in the States, it's like one meal out. It's ridiculous. Agreed. Agreed. Because it's not $1 a day, you either pay monthly or upfront. Understandable. I do agree. I didn't buy mine until I got like a big boy job. That's what I'm gonna call it. Yeah, I mean your protein should be the same kind of like zero point 0.7 to 1 gram per body pound, whatever that is in kg. Like 1.4 to 2.2, I think should be. Maybe a little more. 1.54 to 2.2, I believe, gram per kg. Yeah, eat the yogurt chicken diet. That's what I'm on. And if any of you want to come onto the stage, you're welcome to come in and chat. You don't have to type. Dude, Rich's diet's crazy, but it works super well for him. Boiled. I'm telling you, man. Oh yeah, what's up, Doug? The amount of olive oil and butter used is diabolical. Are you sure about that? Is it diabolical relative to your size? Or do you just load up on that shit all the time? Neither. I found this thing where they season, pre-season the chicken, so I just take it out of the freezer. Yep. Dude, if you can afford the little extra dollar, like a couple extra dollars for either pre-cooked or pre-prep stuff, there tends to be a little worse macros, but it's not the end of the world. But it just saves so much time. Yeah, exactly. It's negligible. It's crappy. We'll all be huge one day. We'll all be big like Mr. Trent and Bob. Dude, that's insane. She has a Tom Platz physique. How is that possible? What the heck? It's literally Tom Platz. Yeah. You going for that 110 kg body weight? Do I do we still have that emoji? Oh, thank God. I was gonna say I thought I got rid of it. Dude, you make the jerk tricks, but if you do that for a whole season, the gains are pretty dope. it's good to start out that way. Is that a bleach emoji? No, that'll work. Got it. Yeah, if I was an actual like posing shape, I'm not lean enough to make posing tutorials yet. It's hard because, well, I mean, I can still go through them, but I'm not getting half naked for it. There is stuff in the posing, so like we can. I won't be doing that either. We can actually. Am I freezing a little bit, or are you guys good? All right, yeah. As long as you can hear. I turned the camera off, but all right. So what we can do instead, since I will not be busting it down, we're gonna go to one of the forums. Should be in hypertrophy posing. Okay. I'm gonna screen share. Let me find one. Is there something specific you're looking for, Trix? Just routines? So I mean, alright, if you're just looking for routines, that'll have literally everything you need. Watching people pose, so that's probably one of my biggest takeaways. Watching people pose, especially, IFBB pros, is one of the best ways to learn. It also helps having someone there. Yeah, visual learning, exactly. Not only can you get ideas for routines, but you get to see different ways that the posing can be done. There are so many links. I'm telling you, just like scroll down and pick one. It doesn't matter who you choose. There's going to be different posing for each branch. So like classic has different mandatories and open, etc. But even things like side chest, right? When we do side chest, some people grab. Oh, I guess. Yeah, just click it anyway. So people grab here, and they come over like this. Others don't even do that, and if you have a lot of forearm to flex, they'll put their hands together. Some grab the wrist, some grab their hands. There's going to be differentiation, and you kind of want to work with your strengths. So same thing with like side tricep. So people with really bad midsections, side tricep, you want to kind of vacuum a little bit. Others like Hadi Choopan, if you're familiar, who have extremely defined abdominals, want to like crunch in when they're doing their side tricep, because they get that extra definition and they can really showcase their strong points, even though it's not for that specific pose. But yeah, I wish I was a genetic freak. Some posing would be super dope. It's fun to do, and you can actually yield a little bit of hypertrophy from posing on a regular basis. Yeah, so if we're talking side chest, you want to rotate a little more where the side of this pec is perpendicular to the camera. You essentially want to have your whole body perpendicular. You don't want to lean into it as much. You want to maintain upright posture. And you really want to take that back arm and squeeze it against your pec. Or when you're a kid, like, you ever see the people like push their bicep up to make it look bigger? You do want to twist, but you also want to have upright posture. Yeah. Oh, hey, what's going on, Codes? What's going on, Fred? Long time no see. But I will say, even though we're talking about the posing, you definitely leaned out a bunch. Way more definition than before. Fred, where are you at in the world? Are you in Australia? I know Cheesecake Man is too. Yeah, alright. Alright, let's take a look. So, yeah, better. Now, rotate another 15 degrees, at least with your side chest. You can also, depending where you're holding your arm, so like if my camera's here, I want my chest to be pointing towards the camera. This is also where you might vacuum a little bit. Yeah, that's a thing. Like a couple percent body fat make a world of difference when it comes to all this stuff. Being 6'4", 114 kg, that's pretty good. Oh, so he's, yeah, all right. Thoughts about all the hype on long length partials? I think long length partials are cool. It's really it's a really good way to finish out your set, especially the last one. But again, I don't think it's a requirement for anyone's specific lifting. I think they're really good on certain exercises over others. I have no evidence to back this up, but something like leg extension, most extensions I think benefit really well from long length partials. Yeah, I mean, you got to look at what works for you as an individual. I think there's a lot of research hype, period. Um, I mean, we've all been in the Discord for a bit. We know what it's like when the well actually comes out. It's good to have evidence based stuff. It's good to have like, actual research to back your information up. But ever since about 2021, when ChatGPT got popular, um, noticing that a lot of peer reviews, a lot of studies with small populations are kind of cherry picked. So that's the other problem I have with it, at least as of recent. Definitely not a requirement and overhype based on the research out there, but that research is too limited right now. Agreed. Just overhyped, but I think it's so important to place emphasis on eccentric loading as you approach. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, again, it's like it doesn't necessarily like long on partials. I think is less important than overall form and the fact that you should just be pushing yourself. Period. Like if you're not pushing yourself, you probably won't get to the point where long length partials matter. and you also probably won't get to the point where you know it, it if those two principles aren't your foundation, long leg partials is out the window. Yeah, do a front double by. Yep, technique note form, baby. Alright, Trix is going to do it front double by. So a couple things on the front double by. Oh shit, Bob's got his deck up. So where do you have to go for that, Bob? Okay. And Trix, we can always have a call after this. I'm pretty free on Mondays. So Bob does this thing called the Deca. It's like I don't know if you have a link to drop, Bob, but pretty cool. I wish they showed an exercise list beforehand, but I understand why they don't. But it's like I believe it's 10 events back to back, and you try to complete them in the quickest time possible. Yeah, absolutely. I do that with Mr. Trent a lot as well. Not a lot, but not anymore. But we used to do that a bunch. Sorry to hear, but also not, because you say you're in a much better place. So glad to hear you're in a better place. Um, so are you not doing photography anymore? So I know you're doing that for a little bit. Hmm. They have a list. The obstacle course race is the one that doesn't post it. Gotcha. Yeah, yeah. Show me the zones. I'm interested. Oh, Gerald, what's going on, man? Yeah, Cots does a lot of Dagger stuff. Shit. It does. Posing is fatiguing. It takes a lot of practice. But if you do it for like 10 to 15 minutes a day, you'll get really good at it. What's going on, Lone? And the gang's all here. I don't. And Tricks, to be fair, I don't know how many good vacuums there are out there. I don't think a whole lot of people are great at vacuums. Okay, sorry to jump here. Deck as strong as this isn't order as fast as you can. 30, 55 on first squats, 500-meter row, 20 box step ups, 25, 20. Okay. Interesting. Does that scale based off of like height and weight, or is it gender based, or neither? Okay. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Definitely a hybrid athlete for sure. Yeah, I did get them one. I got them 2 days, or I got them on Thursday or Friday, and then my computer shit the bed. But we're back up, running now. I just have to get a new SSD. So far, so good. I will say a lot less background noise, but quality's still there. Oh, Fred, you must have not seen Bob's videos, man. 160-pound sled push is light work. That's Bob the Dragon you're talking about. For those of you that are new, generally speaking, fitness questions in the chat. And I believe everyone else is a regular. So just you, Sinu? Sinu? Yeah, what's going on? And if not tricks, we can always work on it after this. I'm probably going to wrap this up in like either 6:20 or 6:30. Yeah, he leaned out, but he's still like heavier than we'll ever be. And also tricks, you don't need good lighting to practice posing. You just need any reflection whatsoever. That includes the microwave. Any mirrors you have. Any reflection at all. That's all you need. I know everyone's hit a front double by in a microwave. At least once. There we go. I think well, not just personally, but from talking to other people as well, I think lat spread is the hardest one to master by far. Yeah, what's going up, Josh? What's going on, Josh? Sorry. It's like you have to, for most people, finding your bottom ribs, bottom 1 to 2, scrunching that upper back, and then sweeping. The sweep is probably the hardest part because a lot of people want to just put their arms forward like this. But you legitimately want to spread. Yep, the pinching. Not just the pinching, but also getting a good front double by. Because when you do the front double by, it's not just putting your arms to your side. It's also spreading your teres. Get that extra little nub. Dang. Well, looking good, man. Always super impressive physique for the amount of time you've been training, too. It's like you knew what you wanted to do day one. You just full sun. But even so, I don't think I took my training seriously until like, I don't know, third or fourth year. Welcome, Millie. If you have any questions, there's a little chat. There's a little chat button. Feel free to put any questions. If you just want to chill, spectate, that's fine too. Yeah, so, I mean, we can go over it right now. Yes, Lon. So, I'm going to replicate what Trix did. I should probably stand up now. How to get. Dude, see, hold on. Alright, before I talk about what Trix is doing. The whole, the whole thing you're doing with the losing belly fat, working abs only, that is like one of the reasons I started this server is that's the shit I used to fall for when I was like 16. That fucking 6 minute ab guy. Yeah, it's oh, I have plenty of those in the questions channel. All right, so Trix. Another thing you can do is recording your front double bi from the side. It sounds a little troll, but for what I'm seeing, you're coming up like this, and then just hanging here. But how we want to do it instead, we want to scrunch the back like you did, and come up and then out. So we're not just scrunching and coming up, we're squeezing back, up and out. And that will really help flare the teres, as I mentioned. It also give you a little more width. The 3 calories a day might actually work eventually. Hello, Xiaoma. Hopefully I got the inflection right. Can't see any pinging. I did take Chinese for a little bit. 6 years. Yeah, see you codes. Yeah, if you Saturday we do more directed ones, so if you ever want to hop in onto the stage, let me know. How we going? Got a new haircut? Dope. Hopefully it's something you wanted. Although, I'd say more often than not, haircuts go well. This one time I went to like a primarily Spanish barber, and he did not speak English, but he had a nice board with all the different types of haircuts. So I said number 2, and he proceeded to take out the buzzers and just shave my head. So I hope you had a better experience than that. Dude, literally. Oh, I don't shave it, I buzz it, but same difference. Yo, and the 1 apple a day. So, a more horrifying story with that. I know a kid in high school who did that for almost, I think it was 6 to 8 months, and he did. He lost a lot of weight. He wasn't built to begin with, but he was heavier. He lost a tremendous amount of weight over the course of that 6 to 8 months. However, this is why that we have this is why we have calorie deficits, but we don't eat below BMR because your heart is a muscle. When you eat below BMR, atrophy can happen. Atrophy is when your muscle starts to break down because you don't have enough to sustain it, or it's not being used. So what happened with this kid? Since your heart is a muscle, he actually developed a hole in his heart because of the atrophy from only eating an apple a day. So an apple a day doesn't keep the doctor away if it's all you eat. Yeah, he had a small. It wasn't like this, but yeah, his heart started to atrophy, so he had to get like a graft or something over it. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that apple stuff that'll kill you. I too am a stress eater, believe it or not. The best way, believe it or not, to mitigate it is reducing stress. Shocker, I know, it's crazy. Um, Outside of that is replacing that coping mechanism with something else. There's always going to be stress. It's not like you could just pack up everything and move to an island where everything's provided for you, but it is a struggle. It's just if you're more consistent, then you have those little fall offs, and you should result in that positive. You're never going to avoid them. But 10 kg in less than 2 months is pretty high. But it's good that you lost most of it. If it was unhealthy weight, not necessarily always unhealthy weight. Here, I'll see if I can find. I have some pretty stressful days, Mr. Trent. At least according to the Whoop. It doesn't feel that way, but we'll go back a day. One more day. Yeah, I don't know if you can. It's like I'm always hovering around a 2. It is more than likely the caffeine. There's some days where I'm just like stressed the fuck out for some reason. Not sure why though. 16. Yeah, well, you got 1,600 calories, Tricks. Where's the rest of it? $95 kg. Currently sitting at 53 kg and was 16. I'm not sure on the rest of your height and age, and gender, Millie, but uh, if you're shorter, 53 is probably a good spot. Yeah, that Rolex is crazy, man. What time is it? Your reaction's crazy. Fred got the correct answer. Oh. Timeless Rolex, yeah, it's right here. Dude, the Rolex X Whoop collab would go crazy. I can afford one when I'm like 85, as long as the stock market doesn't crash. What is on the menu for supper? Good question. I think I missed my phone call with Fish. She's probably on her way home. Probably some shaved chicken, Might make a burrito. I don't know. We didn't cook yet, so yeah. I'll let you know, Gerald. I'll keep you up to date. Yeah, what's going on, Bob? See you over there. My barbell rows slipping a bit because I'm losing weight, or is that a thing? They could be. So when you're on a deficit, there are going to be some days where you are just, you know, especially towards the end of the cut, you're going to be a little weaker typically. That's why maintenance days or weeks are really nice because it helps you get back to baseline, feeling good, more calories. Whenever you have more calories, you generally feel better. So if you're towards the end of your deficit, or it's been several weeks, months, your old barbell row may not be your current barbell row. It's very hard to maintain those lifts while losing body weight. Yeah, I'm sure. What's up, Benz? I'm sure those fights stress you out at work, man. It's a really life or death sometimes. I'll let Mr. Trent answer that one. But have I watched ReZero? Let me see. Is that the one with? Yes, I have not finished it. That's the guy that's Subaru. And how long should you cut for? Is there specific? So, how long should I cut for? We talked about this with IJBW. Take your current body weight, subtract it to your goal weight. That's how many weeks in pounds if you're doing a 500 calorie deficit. Or if you're losing a kg, multiply by 2. That's how many weeks. Typically. That's accounting for no diet break, not going off track, and nailing your deficit right off the bat. So realistically, 1 to 3 weeks added on there for hiccups, fine tuning your deficit. Yeah, so if you think 4 months is a long time, when I was working with Mr. Trin, kind of, I don't want to say I coached him through a cut, but we did sit down and have a couple sessions where we fine tuned his diet and whatnot. And his cut was about 44 weeks. I believe he went from 260-ish to 220-ish. And it was like, probably one of the longest yet most successful cuts I've seen. Yeah, I believe it was about 44 weeks. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Trent, but that was a crazy transformation. Yeah. Yeah, it was great. Like a pound a week. Yeah, actually, I have the photos in the server, in the testimonial section, but I changed the permissions. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. But that being said, that 1 to 3 weeks I mentioned, he was one of the more dedicated individuals I've ever worked with as well. Oh, see you, Gerald. No worries, always a pleasure. What's going on, Joey? I will be wrapping this up shortly, but not much, man. How was your lift? Unless you're also in Australia, then how was yesterday's lift? Here, I can find it real quick. I hit them down bottom. So if we copy image, oh my god, see all the DMs. Alright, so here's his before. Correct me if I'm wrong. That is the before, which even his before is ridiculous. And then here was the after. Or are you talking about before that one even? That one, okay. That was the one before. So the one he just sent is before the first one I sent. That's the second one, and then the third one is like the final product. Gotcha, GigaFat trend. Yeah, huge transformation. So I believe. Yeah, it was like through and through the whole thing up until this point. Up until this point was like 86 weeks, I think. Yeah, and then that was the final product. That's such a good picture, dude. It's still your profile picture. Yeah, fucking nuts. Just all your muscle bellies in there are crazy. Is micronized creatine way better than normal creatine, or just normal better? I would classify it as just normal better. They say it's more pure. It's accepted to the body better. Uh, Most people that take creatine, regardless of what kind, generally are receptive. Those that aren't receptive, doesn't matter if they take micronized or not. Dude, you're cutting yourself short saying that. No, he is. His name's Trolling. No, you're not muted, Behemoth. What's going on, man? Wei Xiaoma is he's at the Salty Spittoon for breakfast. I know you just joined Behemoth, but I am going to be wrapping this up shortly, so if you guys have, like, well, not to say you wouldn't have questions, but I know you're a more experienced lad than our average member. Alright, Trix, good talking to you. I'll answer your DM after. Enjoy that hike, Millie. You don't seem too excited. Definitely not excited. But always good to get out in nature, man. Wei Xiaoma. Yeah, sure. You can come up. I'll leave you in a minute. Come on up.
Oh, can you hear me? Is it working? Can you hear
I
me?
cannot
Hello,
hear
hello.
you. Give me 1 second. It's probably a permission thing. Unless you
Hello,
guys
hello.
can hear, but I cannot.
Mic issues.
Oh, you can
Never
hear.
mind.
Maybe it's my input, my user settings. Ah, there we go.
You can kick me out now.
Okay, there we go. Oh, I couldn't hear him. If you want to come back up. I also did mess with the permissions, so it could be that. Your voice is on, so I should have been able to hear you. There we go. Is that better? See you, Amelia. You know what the craziest part is? This was my microphone the whole time. These weren't even on. Shit. But, yeah, this should sound a lot better. Dude, I know, I'm trolling. It's like the worst technology week ever. I'm gonna wrap it up. I will talk to you guys in chat if you have any additional questions. And, yeah, man. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Always good talking to you guys. Yep. See you guys.